Good morning. Breaking overnight, strike on Syria. The United States, along with France and Great Britain, launching a coordinated attack against Syria in retaliation for the Syrian president's suspected use of chemical weapons against his own people. President Trump insisting the strikes are meant to keep Syria from ever doing this again.
These are not the actions of a man. They are crimes of a monster instead.
Syria's President Bashar al-Assad defiant this morning, saying the West has lost control. The overnight attack targeting chemical weapon strongholds, the second time in just over a year that the U.S. has taken aim at Syria.
Clearly, the Assad regime did not get the message last year.
As the president sends a direct message to Syria's biggest ally, Russia.
What kind of a nation wants to be associated with the mass murder of innocent men, women, and children?
Russian President Vladimir Putin denouncing the attacks, calling them an act of aggression. Now, as the U.S. and its allies assess the damage, the big questions: will there be a response? Are more strikes coming? And how far will this go in stopping atrocities like this from ever happening again in Syria? We're following this story from all across the globe today, Saturday, April 14th, 2018.
From NBC News, this is a special edition of Today, Strike on Syria. With Craig Melvin, Chanel Jones, and Dylan Dreyer. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And welcome to Today. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday morning. It has been an extremely busy night, so let's get you caught up right away on the latest on those airstrikes on Syria.
The coordinated strike started around 9 Eastern last night as President Trump addressed the nation. The UK and France were also involved with a U.S.-led strike that fired more than 100 missiles. The goal to wipe out Syria's chemical weapons capabilities.
Defense Secretary James Mattis called this a one-time shot for now, but said that could change depending on how President Bashar al-Assad reacts. And this morning, officials are hailing the strikes a success. Britain's Theresa May saying the attacks hit a specific and limited set of targets in Syria.
Of course, this all comes on the heels of last week's suspected chemical weapons attack in Douma, where dozens of people were killed, including many children and hundreds injured. Our team of correspondents has been covering this throughout the night, and we have it covered from every angle this morning.
Let's start with NBC's chief global correspondent, Bill Neely. He is in nearby Beirut. Bill, good morning to you.
Good morning, Craig. Well, 50 miles from here, Syrian commanders this morning have been examining the damage from last night's attacks. Limited airstrikes that the US-led coalition is now calling a success, but airstrikes that Russia says were acts of aggression. They were certainly airstrikes that President Assad in Damascus will have heard loud and clear.